Paul writes to the Philippian church, and this is what he writes: concerning zeal, persecuting the church, as touching the righteousness that is in the law, blameless. As I ruminate on the words of the Apostle Paul, found in Philippians chapter 3 and verse 6, I cannot help but ask myself the question, what really is zeal? Zeal defined is dedication or enthusiasm for something, for a cause, or indeed for a person. In other words, if you have zeal, you are willing, you are energized, and you are motivated. The word zealous is purported to be a super positive word. And yet, as I read the aforementioned words of the Apostle Paul concerning zeal, I could not help but concede that some aspect of negativity had taken up residency here. Is it therefore possible that zeal can be misused? Is it possible that a person can have misguided zeal? Have you ever found yourself, whether due to lack of knowledge or downright mischievousness, expending negative energy? Have you ever found yourself being critical, going all out to destroy something that is good, maybe even somebody that has good intentions? In an earlier life, the Apostle Paul certainly did. Our God is not only a jealous God, but our God is a zealous God, and He wants us to have a zeal for Him. God wants us to be zealous unto good works. God desires that we be just like Him. Listen to this attribution concerning our God. The zeal of thine house hath eaten me up. John's Gospel 2 and 17. In other words, Jesus had a consuming desire and a consuming passion for the things concerning His Father's kingdom. Do you have such a consuming desire? Do you have such a consuming passion? The Apostle Paul admonished the Christians at Rome, and by extension he admonishes us, be fervent in spirit, be fervent in serving the Lord. Romans 12:11. And critical in the achievement of this endeavor is having the right motive, having the right knowledge. Listen to what the Apostle Paul says. Dear brothers and sisters, the longing of my heart for the people of Israel is that they be saved. I know what enthusiasm they have for God, but it is misdirected zeal. Romans 10:1 and 2. Without a doubt, God desires that we have a passion for Him, a zeal for things pertaining to His kingdom. But having a zeal for God requires a singleness of heart. Having a zeal for God requires a singleness of mind and a singleness of purpose. So I ask myself the question, self, do you have a singleness of heart? Self, do you have a singleness of mind? Self, do you have a singleness of purpose? Self, is your zeal being channeled in the right direction? I am deeply challenged by the words spoken by Jehu to Jehonadab. Come with me and see my zeal for the Lord. Come with me and see how devoted I am to the Lord. 2 Kings 10 and 16. Without a doubt, God wants us to be zealous for Him. God wants us to have a passion for the kingdom. God wants us to have the right zeal. Our text says, concerning zeal, persecuting the church. May we recognize the importance of having the right zeal for the work of the kingdom. May we do God's work with passion. May we do God's work with zeal. May we do with all of our might whatever our hands find to do in the kingdom of God.